Hey everybody, welcome to the Film Pigs here on GeekNation, the only web show on the internet that is not just video of Bob Costas's conjunctivitis.
Oh God!
I'm Stephen Falk.
Thank goodness we exist.
This is, that guy is Todd Robert Anderson.
Hiya.
He's about to shoot a Chuck Wagon commercial tomorrow.
Chuck Wagon.
Oh, Kibbles and Bits.
Kibbles and Bits.
And that's Steve Skelton. He's about to go to Poland to do some video games.
I'm not going to Poland. I'm going to Phoenix.
Going to Phoenix, same difference.
For Poland.
Starts with a P.
Yeah.
Well, again, this is the Film Pigs. We are the best source for movie news and games on the internet. And
That's not true.
Now we're just telling lies. It's just lies.
we're gonna start.
We are?
As we do every time with a segment called Rash Judgments.
We need to do this then.
Oh, this is
might
popcorn.
want to-
We're gonna eat popcorn. We're gonna eat
Have to patronize the pop.
Get it with extra butter.
popcorn. So, I got a kernel stuck in my throat.
I hate that.
It'll get back in there. Yeah.
We're going to start with Rash Judgments, as we do every time. Now, the Rash Judgments are where we tell you if you should go to the movies that are coming out this Friday based on nothing but our own dickish instincts, because we don't see them, we're not allowed in press screenings, we just look at trailers online,
Maybe.
and then we mix that with our brain heads, and we go, what? And now, Todd, what do you got?
My rash judgment is for a movie called In Secret.
A highly touted movie.
It's a movie about an overbearing mother played by American Horror Stories Jessica Lange. She has a very cute young daughter, and she's fixed her up with a guy who doesn't want to have sex with her.
What?
Because he's weird about the arranged marriage thing. He's freaking out.
Oh, it's an arrangement.
He's not
You
into
didn't
it.
say that.
Yeah.
And then there's a visitor, a young visitor, a cousin or something, shows up, and he's very sexual.
Oh.
And he
Ooh,
makes
sexual cousin.
He makes sexual paintings, and he
I don't
tells
have any sexual cousins.
he tells the young girl he wants to do a painting, and says, "Hey, take your blouse off."
Like, draw me like one of your French girls.
Yeah. And then
And then the boat sinks.
she takes
no.
she takes her blouse off, and they have sex, and it's great.
They have cousin
But
sex.
she's married.
Like
She's
Ted
married
Danson.
to a guy who doesn't want to have sex.
And he's a cousin.
So they kill that guy.
Like Ted Danson.
What?
I think they kill that guy. It's what seems
Does
to happen.
Lange have a say in this?
Lange is pissed off about the death of the husband, and basically it's about how sex leads to murder.
Of cousins.
I suggest going to see the Lego movie. It's very good. I enjoyed it.
I have tickets to the Lego movie.
You should see it.
I'm going to.
It's
I have tickets.
fantastic. Are you going tonight?
No, I'm going on Friday.
Oh, you have tickets for a movie.
He's planning ahead.
Oh, you'll like it.
Yeah.
You will like it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
All right, Skeleton.
Oh, I have a rash judgment for a movie called 3 Days to Kill, starring Kevin Costner
Yay.
as an aged secret
Wait,
agent
are you
type
sure
of guy.
It's 2014. Are you sure you mean starring Kevin Costner?
I do mean starring Kevin Costner.
Holy
I-
shit
some-
balls.
Somehow.
Does it take place in a world where the polar ice caps have melted?
Maybe.
Did he fund it?
Somehow
Is
Kevin
there golf
Costner's
involved, or baseball or something?
No sports. Somehow Kevin Costner's agent got to the script before Liam Neeson's agent. And got
or after.
Or after, But it's Kevin Costner. He's a really super awesome secret agent.
Does he have a goatee?
No, I guess
Yeah,
he
I
does.
think
Yeah, I think he does
does.
have a goatee.
Yeah.
He's pulled back into the world of secret stuff, I guess.
Well, 'cause he has a scarf,
He has
you
a
can tell.
scarf, and
Yeah.
he wants to spend time with his family.
Sure.
But then a blonde lady who is badly audio synced in the trailer pulls him back into the life where he has to hunt down
Stay away
a
from blonde
terrorist.
ladies. They always pull you back
He
into
has to hunt down a terrorist who's the world's most worst terrorist, who has
most
nuclear
worst.
stuff.
They should have called him most worst
And
terrorist.
he blows things up, and it looks like he's having way more fun in this than he had in Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. So
Holy shit, we got more candy. I just realized that.
I'm gonna say if you were disappointed in Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, you might like 3 Days to Kill. Otherwise, It's Kevin Costner killing people. I'm all right with that.
Liam Neeson was too busy. He did not have 3 days to kill.
Well, because he was on that flight.
You guys, we got hot tamales and dots and
holy shit,
Lifesaver
and
gummies and gobstoppers and Junior Mints.
Well, thank you, Steve Skelton, and thanks, Todd, for talking about our inventory. I have a question for you, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you like volcanoes?
Who doesn't?
Do you like history?
Love it.
Why do you?
Do you like Paul W.S. Anderson as a director?
He
And you'll
fills
love
the time.
Pompeii. Pompeii stars Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. And Kiefer Sutherland from 24 and the 24 reboot and Touch, seasons 1 and part 2.
And Flatliners.
And Flatliners.
And Stand By Me.
It also stars Jared Harris, late of Mad Men.
And The Killing Time with him and Beau Bridges.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pull.
Todd, this is my time.
I took some of it.
It's about Pompeii. So Kit Harington is a gladiator. He's also in love with a lady, and there's a lot of swords. But oops, the volcano that they built this stupid town next to decides to blow up like volcanoes do. Who will survive?
No man can say.
Pompeii. Rated R. Hey, that was Rash Judgments. Now we're going to move into a new segment. Now, the three of us, as you can probably tell, are terrible alcoholics. We are addicted to alcohol. Occasionally we make poor decisions and drink too much. We have footage of us after we drink too much and almost die. And we ascend.
What's a near death?
There's a near-death experience that we all shared, where we ascend to a place called Movie Heaven, and this is a heaven where egregious movie errors have been forestalled and changed.
I'm glad
you know what I think
It's
we
a
should
magical
do?
place.
What? Roll it?
I think we should roll.
Oh, we should roll it. Glad we got a camera up into heaven.
Roll it!
Oh my gosh, Movie Heaven! It's awesome! All the movies are awesome! There are no continuity errors in Movie Heaven. I swear to God, the other day I saw The Untouchables, Brian De Palma's The Untouchables, and you know that scene where Sean Connery and Kevin Costner are talking and Sean Connery's getting dressed and his top button in one shot is buttoned and then it's unbuttoned in the other shot? In the Movie Heaven, it's always unbuttoned. It never gets buttoned. It's great. And you know that James Bond movie where the car, he's trying to get away from the bad guys and the only way out is a really thin alleyway, so he puts his car on two wheels like this and it goes in the alleyway like this, but when it comes out, it's somehow on the other two wheels? In Movie Heaven, it stays on the right two wheels the whole time. It's not distracting at all. Oh, and best of all, I saw Stripes in that scene where Harold Ramis tackles Bill Murray and Bill Murray's duffel bag in one shot is lying next to him and in the other shot it's under his head. In this, it's always under his head, so in Movie Heaven, Bill Murray was comfortable through the whole shoot, not just in the one shot. That's so good. Movie Heaven is great.
Wow. Oh, must be movie heaven. It's so bright, you guys. But I gotta tell you, it's so much better than the real world because when you go to see movies in movie heaven, they've fixed all the problems that were in the real world movies. I just saw The Matrix, the classic Wachowski siblings show, and they fixed the problem with The Matrix, which was people are batteries. That's stupid. Why would robots need batteries? The robots could just, put up big solar panels or make big nuclear reactors. They don't need people to be batteries. They fixed the story. And now the robots need the people plugged into the machines because it gives them meaning and it helps them transcend being robots so they can become something greater. So everybody's kind of connected. And there's a reason for humans to be plugged into the Matrix and the robots to need them. And it was fantastic. And it's so bright. Oh.
Movie Heaven is fantastic, you guys. I just met Vincent Schiavelli and 43,000 lassies. They were all so nice. I wandered into 80s Movie Heaven today. Oh boy, you would not know what's going on there. Top Gun, Goose doesn't die. Goose lives. Goose and Maverick save the day. It's a fantastic time in movie heaven.
One of the other things I love about movie heaven is all the Liam Neeson action movies are rated R. It's not just The Gray. Taken is so much better. Taken's awesome already, but when it's rated R, it's better. It's better in heaven, you guys. I can't wait to see nonstop. PG-13 Liam Neeson is bullshit. Woo, heaven.
I also just saw Raid the Redemption in movie heaven. And it's in regular Earth world. It's a great movie. It's a fun, great action show. A bunch of cops stuck in a big building being shot. But it does the one thing that a lot of these kind of action-y movies do in an artificial way to keep the action going. The characters like drop guns and weapons and leave the perfectly good guns and weapons around and just run off. And in the Raid the Redemption on Earth, there's even a spot where the guy said, "No, leave it," when it's a perfectly good gun. And there's like clown cars of bad guys in the raid. You need a gun. So in movie heaven, there were guns. There were guns everywhere, and they just put more guys coming out of the doors, and they just shot them all, and it was awesome. Movie heaven.
Oh my God, another awesome thing about movie heaven is the remake of RoboCop isn't a remake at all. It's an awesome digital restoration of the original RoboCop with Peter Weller, and it's gory and awesome and satirical. And there's no such thing as a remake, really, of RoboCop in movie heaven. Movie heaven understands RoboCop.
In 80s movie heaven, I saw 16 candles, and there was no racist gongs after Long Duck Dong. Not as funny, but much better.
And so far, my absolute favorite thing about movie heaven, no fucking Shia LaBeouf. I haven't even heard anything about him since I've been here. It's like he never existed. Movie heaven.
This is a movie I didn't expect to find in movie heaven, and it's the first Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie. It was so much better than the real world Mission Impossible, because in movie heaven, they didn't crush Emilio Estevez's face in an elevator shaft. He stuck around, and he's part of the team, and he's part of the franchise because he's delightful. Movie heaven.
And then, in movie heaven, me and Vincent Schiavelli, we saw Breakfast Club. Oh boy, that ends so much better than Down on Earth. Because as you see, Ali Sheedy's character does not make out with the asshole, frat boy, loser, kickball guy, or whatever he is, athlete. She makes out with the nerd. Oh, it's so much better. And then the athlete, Emilio Estevez, has to write the note, and it doesn't make any sense because he's stupid. Come here, Lassie. Come here. Not all of you. No. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of dying anymore. Turns out it's great, being dead. I don't know what everyone was so freaked out about. Don't feel bad about killing my liver with scotch at all. It's a little white, but, you know.
So bright. Hello?
You know what? After almost dying, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test my luck.
I want to get back to movie heaven.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it up there.
You notice we had 2 Emilio Estevez
References.
Yeah.
in that. Emilio Estevez has not been mentioned twice in one day since 1992.
I read the Martin Sheen, Emilio Estevez autobiography. They teamed up and they did an autobiography.
Really?
Yeah.
Sheen/Estevez.
Yeah, it's Sheen and Estevez. It was actually pretty good.
Guys, we had everything. We had book reviews.
Yeah.
We had candy noticings.
New candies.
I noticed them.
Candy noticing.
Time stealings.
Near-death experiences.
We had false starts. We had sketches. We had rash judgments. We had popcorns.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a funny thing on the sign.
Yeah, the sign. is
Septomyactopy.
back to me.
We do that every time.
My name's Stephen Fall.
It's always different.
That's Steve Skelton. That is Mr. Todd Robert Anderson, star of Chuck Wagon.
It's not Chuck Wagon. It's Kibbles and Bits.
Star of
Chuck Wagon's crap.
Star of Kibbles and Bits.
Don't say that, because Chuck Wagon might want to hire you.
Well, they're out of the picture until Kibbles and Bits drops me.
We're the Film Pigs brought to you by Chuck Wagon.
Stop saying Chuck Wagon.
Chuck Wagon?
And we'll see you next time.
Jesus. I don't have friends.
Right here, but in
I have enemies that I hang out with.
until then, the concession stand has been closed due to health code violations.
Yeah, it has been
You're
restocked.
so sensual about this health code.
Like really sexy violations.
Due to sexy candies. Bye.
Enjoy your sex candy.
I love sex candy.